Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lee Williams High School in Kingman, Arizona. The Prescott Badgers season continues tonight as they face off against the Volunteers of Lee Williams. This is probably one of their longer away games of the season so far, and conference play continues in the Grand Canyon Conference between the Badgers and the rest of the league. And good evening, everyone. Jason Zinzaletta sitting in for the indomitable John Rust as tonight the Badgers, coming off of their big victory last night against the Bradshaw Mountain Bears, they have won now, I believe, 9 in a row. Last victory, as we said last night, was the second half of a doubleheader where the girls were victorious first, and then the Badgers beat Bradshaw 80-42. The Badgers right now are back up as number one in the entire state for Class 4A. And if you don't mind, right now we are going to bring you live coverage of our national anthem. And the national anthem now, as the flag now moves back up into the rafters. Definitely a unique way to display it. And now we're getting ready for the beginning of our game, the final, the opening, well, folks, you're going to have to forgive me. We're going to do our best tonight. We hope that you're going to enjoy tonight's game. It's one of our first that we're going to stream on the Team 1450 AM KNOT. And now they're introducing the starting lineup for the Prescott Badgers. Of course, Cooper Magnet, number 0. Here comes Uriah Tennett, number 1. Former high school player of the week for Sports Illustrated earlier this month. Number 3, Sebastian Vanderfloog, excuse me. Number 10, Zane Gall, of course. And then, of course, number 35, Tommy Richardson is going to be starting as well tonight for the Prescott Badgers. And now on Lee Williams' side, Lee Williams tonight, the head coach of Lee Williams is Mike Devney. Got a good chance to talk to him prior to the game. He's hoping for a good game, but he knows this is going to be one of the toughest Prescott Badger teams he's ever faced. Lee Williams is 1-6 in the conference. Their only win was against Flagstaff some time ago, to be honest. Last win was against Kingman Academy earlier this week, 73-58. Kingman Academy, a 3A school. They are ranked 36th in Class 4A basketball, a long way from the playoffs. There's still a shot, of course. 24 teams out of the 47 will make the state championships. And then, of course, there is the open division. Prescott, I believe, is ranked number 12 right now in the open division out of 36 teams between the 4A, 5A, and 6A. Earlier tonight, I didn't get a final score, but the JV Badgers easily defeated Lee Williams. And now let's see what we have tonight here in Prescott. At center court, in the jump ball against Zane Gall is number 21, Jake Lander. Jake Lander is a senior forward for Lee Williams. And we are just about underway in Kingman. Ball controlled now by Lee Williams, and here we go. Lee Williams brings it down the court. That is number 3, James Kaufman. Inside pass quickly. That is blocked by Gall, and here come the Badgers. A quick pass over to number 35, Tommy Richardson. Long three, no good by Cooper Magnet, and Lee Williams has the rebound. Badgers pressing in the backcourt. Here comes Lee Williams up the middle. Bad pass, and it goes out of bounds, and they're going to call it for the Badgers. No score, 30 seconds gone in the game. I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Team 1450 KNOT Prescott. It's 7 o'clock, and we are underway on a beautiful Friday night after a week of storms. The Badgers go into their spread offense. Richardson over to Magnet. Magnet for a long three, no good, off the rim. Rebound goes to Lee Williams, and here they come. Here come the Volunteers. Up the court they come. Inside, a long three for number 35, Hudson Lander. That's no good, goes off the rim. Rebound Badgers, and here we go. Still no score, a minute gone. Uriah Tennette bringing the ball up court and across the center. Lee Williams playing a spread 2-3 defense, hoping to keep the Badgers from inside, especially Zane Gall. Richardson drives back to Magnet. Gall at the top of the key. Over to Uriah. Uriah drives the baseline. Jump shot is good, and we've got our first points of the game. Uriah with the first two, and the Volunteers have the ball. Uriah and Sebastian are pressing. Lee Williams gets it up court. Long three from the top of the key. No, bounces in and out. No good. Uriah with the rebound. And here come the Badgers. A 2-0 lead for Prescott at this point. Uriah over now to Sebastian. Back to Uriah. Long three from the top of the key. No good. Rebound goes to Lee Williams. They have been doing well on rebounding so far tonight. 2 minutes into the game. Still just 2-0 Badgers. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes gone in the game. Blocked shot. A long three was blocked by Cooper Magnet. Here come the Badgers. Uriah bringing the ball up court. Inside to Zane Gall. He drives the key, and he is fouled on his way up to the shot, and he's going to shoot two. First foul on Lee Williams, and Zane Gall goes to the line. And now there's a timeout on the floor as Lee Williams is going to take a timeout. We are just underway, but we are 2 minutes and 17 seconds into this game, and the Badgers' lead is 2-0. This is a very low-scoring affair, and I can tell you that the Badgers are getting beaten under the basket right now on those defensive rebounds. They're getting one shot, and then Lee Williams is coming down with the rebound. So right now, the Badgers are holding up 2-0. Earlier in the night, the freshmen and JV, as I understand, both won. The JV won going away. And Coach Devney for Lee Williams was commenting on the incredible amount of height, not just for Prescott's varsity team, but he even marveled all the way down to the freshman team. And he said, I'm hoping that we can have some good games in the next few years against the Badgers, but the Badgers sure do look good. So high praise from Coach Devney, and we appreciate it. 2-0 is the score right now, and Zane Gall's going to the line to try and extend the Badger lead. Tonight's game brought to you in part by several of our Badger sponsors. We want to thank them all throughout the night. Of course, Blind Brothers Arizona, the Originals, with our alumnus Steve Blair. It's 3-0. Zane Gall gets the first of a two free throws. Here comes the second. And Gall in and out of the basket, rebound, Lee Williams again, and here come the Volunteers, a 3-0 lead for the Badgers. Driving the lane, here comes the Volunteers, loses the ball, but they get it back and back to the top of the key. Lee Williams moving very quickly. Now a pass blocked, and the Badgers have it. Tommy Richardson comes up with it. Out to Cooper Magnet. Magnet loses the ball. The Volunteers have it. 3-0 right now. Volunteers, 5:18 to go here in the first quarter. Volunteers are having a hard time getting it inside, so they have a long three. No good. Uriah Tennett with the rebound. 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. 3-0 Badgers. Sebastian Vandervlog with, gets it back out to Uriah. Top of the key, Zane Gall. He drives the key. Easy layup and in. 5-0 Prescott Badgers. Zane Gall with his first bucket of the night, and he leads the scoring with 3. Volunteers bringing up the basket. Here we go. They try and drive the key. Zane Gall right there. They're going to be taking a lot of long shots, but right now, only down 5-0. Inside the key. Jump shot is good. First points of the game for the Volunteers. Number 34, Johnny McGregor with his first 2 of the game, and it's 5-2 Badgers. Magnet to the top of the key for Gall. Richardson looking alongside the left. And the pass is stolen, and the Volunteers have the ball again. We're halfway through the first quarter. 5-2 Badgers. We hope you're enjoying tonight's game, and we'll try and keep up on the scoring. There's only a few of us here tonight. Pass inside once again. They're trying to get up above Gall. Nothing doing. Back out to the top of the key. Long three from the right. In and out. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it's Badgers ball. 5-2 Badgers right now. And now Uriah Tennett brings the ball in. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Yavapai Food Bank, serving the Prescott area for many, many years. Looks like number 4, Jake Diener is in. Bounce pass to Uriah. He almost lost it. Jump shot, jump shot, no good. Rebound Badgers. And up and in for Jake Diener, his first 2 of the night, and it's 7-2 Badgers. Scoring spreading around for the Badgers so far, but Lee Williams has been winning the battle under the basket for against the Badgers so far tonight. 7-2, leading the Volunteers. Almost stolen by Uriah Tennett. The Volunteers get it back. Inside and out of bounds, but the ball goes to Lee Williams. Zane Gall was battling Hudson Lander under the basket there, and Lander managed to get it off of Gall, and here come the Volunteers. Long three at the top of the key, no good. Rebound and bounced out of Uriah Tennett and back to the Badgers. Top of the key, and now we've got a foul on the play. It's going to be out of bounds. The foul is on number 2 for the Volunteers, Max Swap. 2 fouls for the Volunteers here in the first quarter, none for the Badgers so far. Uriah inside to Zane Gall. Quick tip, no good. Rebound, Volunteers again. 2:45 left here in the first quarter. 7-2 Badgers. And the Volunteers moving the ball very effectively at the top of the key, but they just can't get inside of Zane Gall. Long passes around the top of the key to the Volunteers. Number 35, Hudson Lander with the ball back inside. This time to Johnny McGregor. Long three, no good. Zane Gall with the rebound. 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. 7-2 Badgers. They kick the ball out to the top of the key. There's Uriah Tennett, and he's called for double dribble. Okay, 7-2 Badgers, 2:14 remaining here in the first quarter. Volunteers with the ball. Uriah battling against number 3, James Kaufman. Kaufman gets it across the line, and there's a foul. Foul on Uriah Tennett. That's his first of the night. First team foul for the Badgers with 2:06 remaining in the first quarter, and the Badgers holding a 5-point lead, 7-2. Inbound pass for the Volunteers. They have not been able to figure out how to get inside of Zane Gall, though they have tried. And so they're kicking it out around the top of the line here. Off to the right, Volunteers trying to work it inside against Zane Gall. Not good, but a drive to the key this time. In and out, no good. Zane Gall with the rebound. Here comes Uriah Tennett and the Badgers. Uriah drives the left side of the key. Inside, and he is fouled on the push-in. I don't think that's going to be a shot. Foul on number 34, Johnny McGregor. That's his first foul, third team foul for the Badgers. And Uriah Tenette's going to bring the ball in with 1:40 remaining for the Badgers here in the first quarter. Into Zane Gall. Gall over to Fundalevitz, and a long three. And Uriah Tenette with a long three that time. 5 points for number one here, and it's 10-2 Badgers with 1.5 remaining in the first quarter. Long three this time, and good by Hudson Lander. And Hudson Lander with 3 points, and now it's 10-5 Badgers. 3 for 3 here. Uriah Tenette bringing the ball up. Kicks it out to the right, back to the top of the key to Cooper Magnet, back out to Uriah Tenette on the left. And he's going for a long three again, and it's good! Uriah Tenette with 8 points tonight, 13-5 Badgers. Finally getting those threes to fall. And the Badgers get the ball back. Missed pass goes into Zane Gall, out to Uriah Tenette. No clear lane, so he'll just pull up and we'll get another three. Nope, not this time. And this time, once again, number 4, Jake Denier with the rebound and the score. 4 points off of rebounds for Jake tonight, and it's 15-5 with 30 seconds remaining. The Volunteers try to drive, no good, long shot. Rebound Badgers, here they come. This time Cooper Magnet tries to drive the lane, he's denied. Tenette all alone in the corner, long three, perfect. Tenette with 11 points tonight, and it's 18-5, and the Badgers have finally caught fire. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They're going to get one shot off, and that's it. A long three for Volunteers, no good, and we are done with the first quarter as the Prescott Badgers finally catch fire late in the first and extend the lead to 13. Our score at the end of 1, Prescott 18, Lee Williams 5. We're going to take a timeout for 30 seconds and be back after these messages. We're back here at Lee Williams High School in Kingman, Arizona. Jason Zinzaletta sitting in for the indomitable John Rust. We'll miss him tonight, but he'll be on the Tri-City Sports Roundup again tomorrow morning. And of course, you're listening to Badger Basketball on the Team 1450 AM KNOT. Thank you for joining us on our sports channel. And of course, we got a lot of sports coming up over the weekend. The Pro Bowl games at 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. We've got 2 basketball games on tap for you tomorrow, I believe including North Carolina and Duke late in the day. We'll give you a schedule later on. But right now, it's the beginning of the second quarter. The Badgers get the possession, leading 18-5. The Badgers were running a little cold, and they were losing the rebound battle under their basket. And then all of a sudden, they caught fire. Uriah Tenette leading with 11 points tonight. Jake Denier with 4, and Zane Gall with 3. And here we go. Uriah Tenette at the top of the key, working to the right. Inside to Richardson. Richardson kicks it back out to Tenette. Across the key, and a long three for the Badgers, and it is good. That would be number 2, Coley Fundalevitz. Big three for him, 21-5. Here's a steal. The Badgers get it back in, and an easy layup for Jake Denier, his 6th point. And now it's 23-5, and the Badgers are starting to break it open. Inside, Gall tries to deny, no good there, and 2 points for Lee Williams. And that would be Hudson Lander, his 5th of the night. Uriah Tenette brings the ball up, 23-7 Badgers, 1 minute into the second quarter. Oh, stolen. Oh my goodness, off of him. Johnny McGregor stole the ball off of Tenette. Battle under the basket, and it goes out of bounds, and they are saying that this is going to be Badgers ball. Tenette really doesn't lose the ball that much, but he was looking back at the bench. And I do believe McGregor picked his pocket there. 23-7, 6:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Badgers working it around the key. Inside to Fundelevitz. Long three for Richardson, no good. Rebound, here comes Williams again, 23-7. The Badgers pressing in the backcourt. They finally get it over the middle line, over the center line. Having a hard time getting it inside, of course. Zane Gall, 6 feet 10 inches tall, protecting that basket. Long pass back up to the top of the key. They're trying to work it around, and stolen by the Badgers once again, and here they come. 23-7 lead. Richardson kicks it out. Three-point shot for Gall. In and out, no good. Rebound to Uriah Tennett. To Richardson, who gets it out to Tennett. Tennett drives the key, and he is fouled. And I think he's going to be going to the line. Folks, I want to thank you for joining us here on KNOT 1450 AM. Our website and our live stream will be coming along soon, so pay attention to what's going on 1450 The Team, KNOT. Lots of sports talk and lots of great sports. The home of Super Bowl 59. There's a free throw for Tennett. 24-7 is the score with 6 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. The Badgers just having another one of those nights here in the conference. In and out, didn't get the second one. Tennett now with 12 points on the night. Jake Denier with 6. And here come the Volunteers. Tennett and Richardson all over him. Gall steals the ball. Long shot to Tennett. He pulls up for a three all alone. In and out, no good. Rebound, Lee Williams. 5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 24-7 lead. And I'm sure Lee Williams is wishing for a touchdown. Lander nearly loses the ball, but gets it back. Volunteers working it inside. There's the wall, Zane Gall. Long three, and it's good for Lander. 10 points now, 8 points for Lander, 10 points for Lee Williams. They're down 24-10. Here comes Uriah Tennett, kicks it out. 3 pointers for number 3, Vandervloog. His first 3 of the night. 27-10. Lee Williams is hanging in. They are hanging tough right now. And they are winning that rebound battle under the Badger basket. But they just can't get it inside. Inside pass. Well, I spoke too soon. He nearly got it, but Zane Gall gets the rebound. Down again to Fundelevitz. He loses the ball. To Vandervloog, excuse me. And Vandervloog loses it out of bounds. Lee Williams ball. 27-10, 4.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Jason Zinzaletta with you here live from Kingman, Arizona. Beautiful night, beautiful drive all the way down, by the way. Long pass, and they lose it out of bounds. Lee Williams does. They tried to get it down to the right corner and didn't quite make it. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Olson's Grain. Olson's for healthy animals. I misspoke there. Olson's for healthy animals. We're good enough, just isn't. 27-10, 4.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Badgers have the ball. Zane Gall drives the key under the basket to Vandervloog. He loses it, but outside, a long three-pointer for Magnet. He misses, and Lee Williams has the ball. 17-point lead for the Badgers at this moment. Long three-point attempt for Volunteers, and it's perfect. Terry Tyner got his first 3, and it's 27-13 in favor of the Badgers. Here comes Uriah Tennett. Halfway through the second quarter. Zane Gall gets the ball, drives the basket. He scores, and he is fouled. 29-13. Zane Gall going back to the line to shoot for a three-point play. 3:47 remaining. 29-13 is the score in favor of the Badgers. I have to say Lee Williams is hanging tough. They are really battling under the basket for those rebounds. The ball goes in and out, no good, and it's still 29-13 with the Volunteers again getting the rebound. Here they come, long pass across the key. Inside to Lander, he tries to drive the baseline, no good, but he gets the ball back into number 21, Jake Lander. Lander gets his first 2 of the game, and it's 29-15 in favor of Prescott. Uriah Tennett, top of the key, over to Richardson. Outside, Zane Gall loses it, but he manages to get it on the baseline. He's driving back out to number 3, Vandervloog. He goes inside, drives the baseline, and that's good. Vanderfleet with 5 points tonight. The Badgers lead 31-15. 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Double teamed in the backcourt, but the Volunteers get it across the center line. Oh, and backcourt violation. He just wasn't watching there and accidentally got it over the center line. And so the Badgers have the ball and a 16-point lead. Well, Tommy Richardson's coming out of the game. He's getting some rest. Number 2, Corey Fundelevitz, who already has 3 points tonight, coming back into the game. The scoring is varied through the Badgers tonight. Uriah Tennette has 12 for Prescott. Jake Denier with 6. Sebastian Vanderfleet with 5. Fundelevitz with that big 3. And Zane Gall has 5 points tonight. Vanderfleet at the top of the key. Over to Fundelevitz. Magnet inside to Uriah, kicks it back out once again to number 3. In and out, no good. That was a close one. Rebound, good for Uriah, kicked around. Back out to Magnet. Magnet driving the key, baseline shot, no good. Here comes Zane Gall with the rebound. It's in, and he is fouled. Zane Gall with 7 tonight is going to try and make it 8. 2.5 minutes to remaining here in the second quarter. Badgers leading 33-15. Thank you for joining us on the Team 1450 AM KNOT and streaming on kyca.info and our Facebook page. Zane Gall gets the shot, and he's got 8 points tonight. 34-15 in favor of the Badgers. Here they come. Here comes the Volunteers. They are being pressed as usual in the backcourt. Uriah Tennette just all over the place tonight. And Uriah Tennette steals the ball. He's got 2 Volunteers to beat, drives the basket, and he is going to be fouled on the court, which is going to give, that's going to be the 4th team foul for Lee Williams. And that's the first foul by Dane Delmonico. Badgers get the ball. Into Zane Gall, top of the key. Uriah all alone on the right. Hangs on to it, over to Cooper Magnet. Back to Uriah, back to Magnet. Long 3 for Cooper Magnet, no good. Rebound goes to Lee Williams. 34-15, 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Lee Williams trying to keep up with the Badgers. Long 2-point shot, no good. Rebound back to number 12, DeMonico. Another shot, no good. Rebound Magnet this time, and here come the Badgers. Under 2 minutes to play. Uriah Tennette, top of the key. He's going to drive the lane, put up the shot, no good. Rebound, he gets his own rebound, back up and in, and that's time it falls. And Tennette makes it 36-15 in favor of the Badgers. Uriah with 14 points on the oh, that was a backcourt violation, but they did not call it. And Lee Williams retains the ball. Trying their best to get around. They have no answer for Zane Gall. And the Badgers are just being, traveling on that one. James Kaufman for the Volunteers. He tried to get in around Zane Gall, took a step too many. And here comes number 12, Kenny Miller-Terry for the Badgers. Uriah is going to sit for a few minutes with a 21-point lead for the Badgers. Uriah 14 points of the 36 tonight as we have 1:12 remaining here in the first half. Cooper Magnet now at the top of the key directing traffic. Passes it back out to Miller-Terry. Zane Gall tries to get in, but they're all over him. Oh, it's stolen by Volunteers. They knocked it out, and this time Zane Gall knocks it back out, but the Volunteers get it back. Try a long pass this time. The Badgers are flying all over the place, trying to keep them out of the basket. Long 3 for Lee Williams, no good. Rebound, Kaufman's 3, no good. Rebound goes inside, and this time the foul's going to be on the Badgers, and Jake Lander of the Volunteers is going to go to the line to shoot 2 with 38 seconds remaining in the first half. Thank you for joining us on the Team 1450 AM KNOT tonight. Badger basketball continues next week. We'll try and bring you all the games we can, and the season ender is on February 14th over in Mojave at Bullhead City. We'll bring you all the action from there as well. No good on the first free throw. 36-15 is the score. 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. Second shot, in and out, no good. Zane Gall with the rebound. And here come the Badgers with 35 seconds remaining, 30 seconds on the shot clock, so there's a 3-second differential right now. They're going to have to shoot. Cooper Magnet into the game here. Out to Miller Terry, who's at the top of the key, back over to Magnet. Magnet drives the lane, 16 seconds remaining. Long three, no good. Zane Gall with the rebound, and he is fouled. A long three-point shot by Jake Denier was no good. Zane Gall went up, and you could hear the slap up here. Woo! That was a tough foul there. 11 seconds remain. 36-15, Zane Gall back at the line once again. He's got 8 points tonight, and he's going to shoot 2. First shot, perfect. That's 9 for Zane. Let's see if he can make it double digits tonight. Let's see if number 10 can get number 10. Perfect. 10 points for Zane Gall tonight. 38-15 is the score with 10 seconds remaining. The Volunteers are going to try and get one last shot here. They have fought hard, but it's tough to match these Badgers. Long three, and Zane Gall slaps that three out of bounds. Rarely do you see a three-point shot blocked like that, and that was with an exclamation point. 0.6 of a second remain for Lee Williams. You can see the smile on Zane Gall's face there. They're going to try and get the ball in for a quick three, and it's up and no good, and that's the ball game for the first half. And the Badgers dominating, but Lee Williams hanging tough and physical through the game. Our score at halftime, Prescott 38, and Lee Williams, the Volunteers, 15. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout here at the beginning of halftime, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on the Team 1450 KNOT. We're also going to talk to you about some of the stats for tonight and what's coming up for the Prescott Badgers and how we are looking forward to the playoffs. I'll tell you what, folks, it's only a few weeks away. So we're going to take a 2-minute timeout here on the news on the Team, 1450 AM KNOT, and on your streaming on kyca.info, and also on our KYCA Facebook page and our YouTube channel as well. Okay, 38-15, it's halftime, 2-minute break. We'll be back right after this. And we're back here on the Team 1450 AM KNOT. Jason Zinzaletta with you, sitting in for John Russ tonight. John will be on the Tri-City Sports Roundup tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock here on KYCA. Not on here, but on KYCA, our sister station. In case you didn't know, we have a few more stations in our group now, folks. It is KYCA, of course, the News 1490 AM. KAHM Radio, KAHM 102.1 and 101.7. Of course, now the team, KNOT, 1450 AM, the team 1450, where you can hear the best in sports and talk. Sports Talk Radio with Dan Patrick, Rich Eisen. Middays live on KNOT is the Dave Ramsey Show. So if you have some financial questions, you can listen and call in to Dave Ramsey. And then, of course, a ton of sports. We are the exclusive home in Prescott of Super Bowl 59. We will have live coverage of that Sunday, February 9th, where the pregame show starts at noon, kickoff at 4:30. So lots of sports coming up on KNOT as well. Let me tell you real quick, some of the sports that we've got coming up on KNOT this weekend. 2 college basketball games, 2 huge games this weekend at 9:30 tomorrow morning from ESPN. Live coverage of Florida against Tennessee. And then, of course, the big one at 4:15 tomorrow afternoon as the North Carolina Tar Heels take on the Duke Blue Devils. It's always a classic every time. On Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, it's the NFL Pro Bowl games. A big broadcast that starts the countdown to the Super Bowl on Sunday. Tuesday evening at 7, Lee Williams, this very team, will be in Prescott to face off against the Badgers. We'll have live coverage of that Tuesday evening beginning at 7. Wednesday evening at 6:45, it's Arkansas taking on Texas in college basketball. Thursday, Prescott is at Flagstaff. Live coverage of that game as they take on the Eagles. And then next Saturday, it's Tennessee and Oklahoma in college basketball, followed by Boston taking on New York in the NBA. And then, of course, next Sunday, February 9th, a week and a half away, Super Bowl 59 as Kansas City takes on Philadelphia. Folks, we hope you enjoy all the programming that we have on all of our stations. KYCA, KAHM Radio, KNOT, the team 1450. Also, 93.5 FM, Prescott's Classic Rock. We hope you join us for that. What a station. We love it. Everything from the best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s in a rock and roll format. Now, how can you beat that? Long live rock on 93.5 FM, Prescott's Classic Rock. And, of course, 99.1 Magic FM, Magic 99.1, where we have Paul Hurt in the mornings, lunch hour with Lisa Live at noon on weekdays, and then at 2 o'clock it's AJ in the afternoon. You cannot beat this lineup that we have on all of our stations. And, of course, when you're out of town, take the team with you soon. We are working on an app right now for our website, theteam1450.com. It's not up yet, but it's coming soon. That's how new this station is, folks. We hope you'll tune in. When you're out commuting, if you're out in the barn doing some things, doing some chores, or in the workshop working on your car or whatever, or if you're just out and about, get the old woolen sack out of the closet, fire that thing up, get the tubes warmed up, and listen to 1450 AM KNOT, the team 1450. And so, folks, there's been quite a bit going on with the Badgers, of course, this season. The Badgers now in the middle of a 9-game winning streak. Tonight will be 10 when they take care of Lee Williams, which, let's face it, I would say with a 22-point lead safely that I think the Badgers are going to take this game tonight. So far tonight, it was a tough start. The Badgers were only up 7-2 halfway through the first quarter, and then finally things started taking off for the Badgers, and the scoring has been going around the horn, to be quite honest. Cooper, let's see, what do we have tonight? Uriah Tennette so far with 14 points. He leads the Badgers. Zane Gall with 10, including several trips to the line. Jake Denier with 6. Sebastian Vanderflug with 5. And Coley Fundalevich with 3. So that's what we have tonight for the Prescott Badgers. For Lee Williams, the Volunteers, who have been fighting like mad under the basket, they have done, I have to say, they have been an exceptional team under the basket tonight. Their leading scorer, they have 15 points tonight, and I'm making sure that they have the right scale here. Number 35, Hudson Landers, got 8. He leads Lee Williams. Terry Tyner with 3, Jake Lander with 2, Johnny McGregor with 2. So that's what we have in terms of scoring tonight for Lee Williams and for the Badgers. So the Badgers are in action Tuesday night as they host this very same Lee Williams team. Then Thursday night, the Badgers will be in Flagstaff to take on the Eagles. They have a few more games coming up. The regular season ends for the Badgers on Valentine's Day, February 14th, Statehood Day for Arizona, as they will travel to Bullhead City to take on Mojave. Now, Mojave is the team that Prescott defeated at their high school not too long ago by a score of 109-29. It is safe to say at this point that the Badgers have the conference pretty much wrapped up. Now, the key is what happens in the state. Now, the Badgers right now are ranked number 1 by only a few hundredths of a point over Saguaro, which is ranked number 2. So I'm going to be bringing in, let's see, we've got, I just got to go to the website, so you got to give me a second here, folks. Looking at the rankings for the Class 4A, Prescott is number 1 with 19.2712 points. Saguaro is second with 19.1523 points. And third is Deer Valley, is the only 4A team that has defeated Prescott this season. But also there is the open division as well. That's where the 4A, 5A, and 6A top teams will start. And in the open division, Prescott is ranked 13th out of 32. So if they do go into the open division at this point, the Badgers would host a first-round game against someone. And it could very well be a 5A or 6A team here in Arizona. If they if they win their first game or lose their first game, or if they win their first game and lose their second game, the Badgers will then move back down into the Class 4A state playoffs and the likely favorite to win the state championship. But this is why we play the game. There is nothing for sure in life, basketball, or anything else except taxes. And, well, we'll talk about the rest later. 8 minutes to go here. We are getting ready for half number 2. Here come the Badgers back out onto the court. Zane Gall, Richardson, Uriah Tannett, of course. Cooper Magnet is out onto the court. Uriah is at midcourt right now, along with Vanderflug. And Lee Williams is going to get the ball to start the second half. Thanks for joining us, and here we go. The Badgers leading 38-15 here in the third quarter. Lee Williams now on the right-hand side of your radio dial, going left to right. Badgers in their black and blue uniforms. Lee Williams in the home whites. Lee Williams trying to get around, take a long shot. They're being denied by the Badgers, but they just can't get inside to Zane Gall. Across the field, Keith, long three-pointer is in and out, no good. Vanderflug with the rebound, and here come the Badgers. Richardson getting kind of tied up there near the top of the key, trying to get it inside, and loses the ball, and they're going to call a foul. And that is a foul on number 34, Johnny McGregor of Lee Williams, his first team foul of the half. 2 fouls for him, and the Badgers get the ball in. Magnet out to Uriah, long three, it is good. 41-15, 17 points for Uriah Tannett tonight. Lee Williams gets the ball across the court quickly. Long three almost, but they pass it off. Just no answer for this Badger defense. Lee Williams passes it inside, back out for a long three. Uriah almost got it, and good. James Kaufman, his first three of the night. 41-18 in favor of the Badgers. Here come the Badgers back up the court. Richardson top of the key, directing traffic. Uriah Tannett coming up on the right. Passes to the left. Inside to Zane Gall. He drives the key up to the basket, and he's going to the line. Fouled again. Zane Gall drawing the fouls like a moth to light. Woo. So Zane's going back to the line. He's got 10 points tonight so far, 4 from the line. 6:19 to go here in the third quarter, 41-18 Prescott. Zane Gall at the line. Thanks for joining us online. Thanks for joining us on the team, 1450 as Zane Gall gets another one in. 42-18. Zane Gall now with 11 on the night. Going to try and make it 12. And it's good. 43-18 in favor of the Badgers. Zane Gall with 12 tonight, 6 of those from the line. There's just no answer for him inside. Quick trip inside, back out. Another three-point try, no good. Zane Gall tried to go for it, but Lee Williams knocked the ball out of bounds, and it's going to go back to the Badgers, who are going right to left across your radio dial tonight. Magnet into Uriah Tennett, who's going to bring it in with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, 43-18. Uriah now at the top of the key. Magnet to Uriah, over to Richardson. Long three for Richardson, it's good. Richardson, his first three of the night, 46-18 Badgers. Lee Williams was making this a game for the first 4 minutes, and then the Badgers caught fire. Uriah got a couple of threes, and that's pretty much all she wrote at the beginning of the game in the first quarter. Inside pass goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Lee Williams, and the Badgers will get the ball back with 5.5 minutes remaining in period number 3. 46-18 is the score. Uriah Tennett bringing the ball up the court. He has 4 threes tonight, 17 points total for the Badgers. Over to Richardson in his favorite spot. Uriah drives the key inside to Fundalevich. No good. He gets his own rebound and back in. Vanderfloog, and he gets the rebound and in. 7 points for him tonight. 48-18, 30-point lead for the Badgers. Badgers tip the ball, steal it. Long pass to Uriah Tennett. He's got 2 to beat. Goes up to the basket. He's fouled and it goes in. And Uriah is going to the line to try and make it 20 on the night. 50-18, 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And here comes Fundalevich, and he's going to spell Sebastian Vanderfloog, who's got 7 points tonight. He has been looking outstanding out on the court. Uriah, one shot, good. And that's it. He gets his three-point play. I think everybody's a little bit confused out there. So here comes Lee Williams. They get the ball. 51-18 in favor of the Badgers. And the Badgers tip it out, but still get it. Zane Gall steals the pass, and it's his pocket's picked. And it goes out of bounds, and it is going to the Badgers. Lee Williams has been, earlier in the game, was winning the battle under the boards for rebounds, and that was keeping the Badgers down, but the Badgers got it figured out, and it's 51-18. Zane Gall dunks the ball, quick pass inside. Zane Gall, 53-18 now Badgers. 4.5 minutes remaining. Ball gets kicked out of bounds. Here comes Jake Denier with 6 points into the game. He's going to spell Tommy Richardson, who sits down. All the Badgers getting some points tonight. Really good scoring opportunities for everybody. Lee Williams almost picked off by Magnet. Lee Williams trying to drive outside. Nothing doing. Can't get it inside. A lot of teams trying to figure out Zane Gall. Doesn't work. But the rest of the Badgers are just that fast also. Pass goes out of bounds, and now the Badgers get the ball back with a 35-point lead. 4 minutes to go. 4:06 to go here in the third period. 53-18 is the score. Uriah Tennett leading the scoring with 20. But 6 Badgers have scored tonight. Uriah drives the key, up and good. 22 points for Uriah. 55-18 is the score. As Lee Williams is just trying to get it across the center line. Nearly got stolen. Up and in. And there's a score for Johnny McGregor. He's got 4. And Lee Williams has 20. Uriah Tennett with the ball. 55-30 with 3.5 minutes to go. Zane Gall trying to turn and drives off, passes it off to Magnet. Long three, no good. Rebound, Lee Williams, and there's a foul on Jake Denier. Jake Diener. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing, folks. First game of the year for me on the basketball court. So Jake Diener, 55-20 is the score. Volunteers with the ball. We're closing in on the last half of the third period. Long three-point shot, and it is good. Hudson Lander with 11 points on the night. And it's 55-23 Badgers. Zane Gall, top of the key, directing traffic now. Kicks it out. And he drives inside, looks for a shot, no good. Pushes the rebound back out to the top of the key. And this time Lee Williams steals the ball and calls him for traveling. That was a tough call. I don't know. But the referees called a travel on Lee Williams. Number 3, James Kaufman, who was just trying to clear the ball. That's a tough one. 55-23 Badgers now with the ball under their own basket. Inside, number 2, no good. Fundalevitz tried for a quick layup, no good on that one. Lee Williams now just getting pressed in all directions by the Badgers. Stolen, here comes Uriah Tennett all alone. Dunk for Uriah Tennett, 57-23. 2.5 minutes to go in the third period, and the Badgers are now putting on an exhibition as they do almost every game. They are not quitting, they are not stopping, they are fast. Long three, in and out, no good. Here comes the rebound, and here comes Uriah Tennett. 34-point lead for the Badgers with 2 minutes remaining in the third period. Zane Gall tries for a layup, no good. Rebound, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by the Volunteers. We want to thank some of our sponsors as well tonight. Of course, Arizona Seamless Gutters. The owner looks familiar. He's down on the sideline. Zane Gall tries to go for it. Finally, a good shot for Gall as he gets the ball in, 59-23. Arizona Seamless Gutters. Offensive foul. Number 35, Hudson Lander, was battling Uriah Tennett in the backcourt. And right there on top of it was the referee and calls an offensive charge in the backcourt, which doesn't happen often. And now the Badgers have the ball with 1.5 minutes remaining here in the third period and a 59-23 lead. Cooper Magnet looking off to the right, there's Uriah Tennett. Uriah in the three-point range, trying to see what he's going to do. He drives the baseline. Quick jumper, good. Uriah Tennett, another 2 for him. 61-23. Uriah is catching fire now. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by the Badgers, and it's going to go back to the Volunteers. 4 threes for Uriah tonight. 26 points in total. And the Badgers lead 61-23. Or Uriah 26, Lee Williams 23. Let's put it that way. You are looking at one of the best teams we've ever seen at Prescott High School, and the rest of the conference, unfortunately, is feeling the pain. You have to feel for the kids, but my goodness, this Badger team is unbelievable. Lee Williams trying to get the ball in with 1:15 remaining. The Badgers just being too fast. They finally get it in, I think, at 4.5 seconds. Long passes. Here comes a 3 for Lee Williams. In and out, no good. Rebound goes to Cooper Magnet and the Badgers. Lee Williams trying to do a press. We're inside of a minute. Zane Gall with a long 3, no good. Rebound goes to the Badgers. Back in by Jake Diener. That's 8 for him. 63-23, a 40-point lead now for Prescott over Lee Williams. And Lee Williams with 41 seconds and 25 on the shot clock, trying to go for at least getting something else on the board before the end of the third period. 18 seconds, of about a 14-second differential right now. There's no choice. They're going to have to go for it. And a long, nope, not, it looked like they were going to go for a 3. Uriah was too quick. He was over there. Inside pass, no good. Rebound, Zane Gall, 20 seconds remaining. Long pass down the court. There's Uriah Tennett into Gall, and there's the dunk in and out, no good. And Lee Williams is going to get the last shot with 10 seconds left. Lee Williams, 4-3, long three-point shot, perfect. And that is the end of the third period with our score. Prescott 63, Lee Williams 26. Getting ready for the fourth period here on the News 1490, the team 1450 KNOT. Back for the fourth period after this 30-second timeout. And we are back here at Lee Williams High School in Kingman. A beautiful night after a week of storms. We're having a hoedown over here with the cheerleaders as they are dancing to line dancing to Cotton Eye Joe. We're beginning the fourth period, 63-26. 26 points for Lee Williams and 26 points for Uriah Tennette. So that's where we are. Uriah with one dunk, Zane Gall with a dunk, and then a missed dunk in the third period. And here we go for the fourth period of this game against Lee Williams. The Badgers, 63-26 lead. Long alley-oop to Uriah Tennette, who just went off the top of his fingers. It was just a little high for him. And here comes Lee Williams. Lee Williams trying to put something together here. The Badgers, as usual, have been far too fast. And Lee Williams, a good team. I mean, they really held their own under the boards in the first period and into the second. But Uriah Tennette's too much. The Badgers are too much. Long three once again. Hudson Lander, his fourth three of the night. 63-29. Lander with 14 points of the Volunteers' 29. Three-point attempt for the Badgers, no good. That was Jake Goler, the junior. And here come the Volunteers. No good. Drive to the basket. Zane Gall with the rebound. Here comes Cooper Magnet. Pulls up for a quick jumper, and that's good. 65-29. Cooper Magnet with his first two of the night. But he's been a terror on defense. Steal and out to Uriah, who's under the basket. He puts it in, lays it in, 67-29. 28 for Uriah tonight. 6.5 minutes to go. 67-29 is the score. Long two-point shot for the Volunteers. Air ball, no good. Back out for number 3. And perfect. James Kaufman, his third three of the night. And it's 67-32 Prescott. The Volunteers have hit some good threes tonight. Uriah for a long three to answer. In and out, no good. Rebound Volunteers. Here come the Volunteers. 67-32, 6 minutes to go in the game. Passing around the top of the key. Volunteers long over to Kaufman. Tries, he's tied up. This time, Volunteers go, oh, Volunteers, that time, that was number 34, Johnny McGregor, driving for the basket. And over him, by 5 inches and a long arm, came Zane Gall to say no. But then that was called for a foul. So that's Zane Gall's first of the night. And we are now in a running clock. 5.5 minutes to go, 67-32. And going to the line to right now, number 34, Johnny McGregor, 4 points on the night for the Volunteers. He's going to try and make it 5. And in and out. And here comes some substitutions in for the Badgers. Zane Gall's going to sit. Cooper Magnet's going to sit. Richardson is back in the ball game, along with Kenny Miller-Terry. Second shot up for Johnny McGregor, trying to make it 33. In and in. There it goes. Okay, McGregor with 5 points tonight. 67-33 Badgers. Miller-Terry, a long three, no good. Rebound goes to the Badgers, and Miller-Terry's going to bring it at the top of the key again. He drives the lane, no good. Uriah is now on the bench, I do believe. Yep, we've got 5. We've got some substitutions coming in now. Long three for Kaufman, in and out, no good. Rebound Badgers. Right now it looks like Jake Goler is in. Miller-Terry is at the top of the key. Richardson over on the right. We've got Fundelevitz over here, and Miller-Terry for a long three. In and out, no good, but rebound again. This time goes to Vanderflug. He tries it, no good. Rebound, fighting under the basket, and the Volunteers get it. 67-33 is the score. Here come the Badgers with a long rebound, and that's okay, 67-33. 4 minutes remaining in the game, and we are on running clock. Long three, perfect for Coley Fundelevitz. And it's 70-33 Badgers. Fundelevitz with 6 points tonight. Steal by the Badgers. Here comes Richardson on the fast break. Drives it up and in and out, no good. Rebound kicked around and the Badgers have it. Corey Miller-Terry looking around. Long three is in and out. No good for the Badgers. Rebound to the Volunteers. 70-33 is our score. 3.5 minutes to go. Running clock now in the fourth quarter. Volunteers. Kaufman pulls up. 2-point shot. No good. Rebound Badgers. Here comes number 2, Fundalevitz. Passes it off to Golaher. Around the top of the key. Miller-Terry. Kenny Miller-Terry. A couple of great 3-point shots. Nothing yet for him. Long three for Vandervloed. No good. And there was a foul on the play. That was Miller-Terry with his first foul. Now the Volunteers are starting to check in. And we've got a whole bunch of substitutes coming in for both teams. Uriah Tannett is on the bench. 4 threes tonight for Uriah. And I believe he has 30 tonight, but I'll have to sit down and count that up. It's a lot of fingers and toes, folks. And now it looks like some more of the Prescott JV team is getting ready to come in. The Volunteers trying to get something going with 2 minutes to go. 70-33 is the score. Badgers steal the ball. Here comes Richardson down the lane. Over to Fundalevitz with a long three as he's hit. The Badgers try and save it, and Lee Williams gets the rebound. Here they come, 2 minutes to go. Quick pull up, and the Volunteers are throwing the ball around, and we are nearing the end of this game. I tell you what, the Badgers are looking, as usual, just amazing. 1:45 to go, 70-33. Long 2-point shot, no good. Rebound goes to Diener and the Badgers. Here come the Badgers. Fundalevitz at the top of the key directing traffic. Richardson over to Miller-Terry. A long three for Diener, no good. Rebound goes to the Volunteers. Chase Stedman and number 24, Jackson Kleinman, is getting ready to come in. Long pass for the Badgers. Over to Golaher, and he gets the layup, and it is good. 72-33. Jack Golaher gets the points, and now we've got a timeout as they're going to make some substitutions. In for the Badgers, Chase Stedman coming in. Also Jackson Kleinman. Kenny Miller-Terry is remaining in the ball game. As we've got substitutions on both sides. 1 minute to go, the Badgers get the ball back. Here comes Golaher. Long three for Jackson Kleinman, no good. Volunteers get the ball back. Fast break down the lane, no good, and the ball is going to get kicked out with 45 seconds remaining, 72-33. And we are near the end. There's no more shot clock. And here come the Badgers one last time, 35 seconds remaining. 72-33 is the score. Miller-Terry off to the right-hand side. There's Chase Stedman. Back to Miller-Terry. 20 seconds remaining. Badgers just kicking it around. There is no shot clock now. Miller-Terry, long three, in and out, no good. Rebound Badgers. Here comes the shot, no good. Back to the Badgers one more time. Stedman with a shot, no good. Battling for the basket. Here comes another shot, and it's good. That time that was Golaher. Jackson Kleinman got 2 on that one, and that is the ball game. 74-33 is our final. We're going to take a 30-second timeout here on KYC, KNOT, the Team 1450. Excuse me, folks. It's been one of those days, and I'm trying to remember which station we're on. This is Jason Zinzaletta. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. Back with some stats after this. We're back here at the Volunteers Gymnasium, Lee Williams High School in Kingman, where the Prescott Badgers have defeated Lee Williams 74-33 in conference action. Very quickly, let's go down a couple of the stats very quickly. Uriah Tennett, 28 points tonight. Took him a little bit in the first period to get going, but once he was rolling, he was rolling. 4 3-point shots tonight for Uriah Tennett, 2 from the free throw line. In second, of course, Zane Gall, 14 points, and he got 6 from the line tonight. He got fouled several times. And then, of course, 8 points for Jake Diener, 8 points for Vanderflug, 6 points for Coley Fundelevitz, and then we got 3 for Tommy Richardson and 2 apiece for Jackson Kleinman, Jack Gulliher, and Cooper Magnet with 2 as well. For Lee Williams tonight, Hudson Lander got 4 3-pointers, 14 points for him tonight. 9 points, 3 off of 3 3-pointers, long 3-pointers for James Kaufman. We had 5 points for Johnny McGregor, 3 for Terry Tyner, and 2 for Jake Lander. And that was it for Lee Williams, who fought hard under the boards in the first half, but the Badgers were simply too much for them. Okay, the Badgers will be back in action on Tuesday night as they host Lee Williams. Game time 7 o'clock. Live coverage on KNOT, the team 1450. We are going to stream whatever games we can over the next few weeks. We will try and bring you playoff action as well, hopefully with new tripod, new equipment, and plenty of comfort for our camera people here tonight. The lovely and gracious Suzanne running the camera tonight with not the best tripod in the world, and she gets a steak dinner tonight at the very least for her bravery in handling the camera tonight. Folks, we hope that you enjoyed our game tonight as well. We want to thank Lee Williams High School for being such gracious hosts. They always are, and they are fantastic people. And we have enjoyed bringing you tonight's game. John Rust will be in with the Tri-City Sports Report tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, so please tune in for that. And, of course, our usual lineup Saturday morning. 9 o'clock, we have Dr. James Hancock with Healthline. 10 o'clock, of course, is Drive Time AZ. And 11 o'clock, Eye on Prescott. And the guys they're going to have in Senator Mark Fincham as their guest for Eye on Prescott at 11. So, folks, we're rapidly rolling things up here in Lee Williams tonight. We hope you're having a wonderful night wherever you are, and thanks for joining us on the team. 1450 AM KNOT. Final once again 74-33 for Prescott defeating Lee Williams. For everyone, for Scott back at the studio, for the lovely and gracious Suzanne here, I'm Jason Zanzaletta saying good night, everybody.